Good day, everyone. My name is Tal Michael, and I'll just be explaining what I learned and things about training XE103. So, okay. So here's my Kali Linux. So I'm going to start with Linux command, just Linux commands, and let me open my terminal. So basically, we looked at different Linux commands, like basic Linux commands. For example, let me navigate to the directory, like documents, CD, documents. Then what CD is used to navigate to a directory, basically. Then ls can be used to list what is inside the contents of that directory. Then when I do CD dot dot, I'm navigating back to the directory I came from, which is just home Kali. Then we looked at different commands like CP. Let me just list what is inside Kali. Then I can show you CP. I want to copy a file from one place to another place. Bash dot sh. I'm copying bash dot sh to bash dot sh dot one using the CP command, which is copy. It's another Linux command. Bash dot cp dot one. So if I navigate to bash dot cp dot one, if I do cat bash dot cp dot one, cat is used to read what is inside the file. So let me do less. Okay, so there's basically nothing inside the bash.sh and the bash.cp.1. That's why it's not giving us anything. So if I clear my screen using the command clear, I was just showing you the basic types of commands that we have, the types of Linux commands that we have, and you can use rm to remove a file. This rm is used to remove a file. Then mkdir is used to make a directory. Then obviously rmdir. If I wanted to remove a directory now, I would have used this command. rmdir is used to remove a directory. That's the few about Linux commands because I don't have all the time. So I just did a briefing on Linux commands. Then moving on to text manipulation. Um, Text manipulation is the process of extracting useful information from a particular file. So let me just look for a file that I have here. Let me just ls. And I can do, okay, I think I have this wordlist.txt. Let me um read what is inside it. Then we can use basic text manipulation commands to fish out or extract whatever information we're looking for. So let me just do this. So basically, I've read what is inside the file using the cat command. That's to read what is inside the file. Then let me start with the first um text manipulation command that can do grep. If I do cat word list.txt, that's the name of this file, um, .txt. And for example, maybe I'm looking for a particular word. Grep is used to search for patterns inside a particular file. So if I'm looking for a word, like maybe let me just look for a word here real quick. Sorry, like maybe Wala, Wala.com, or let me just say Wala. I can just do grep -i, that's to avoid case sensitivity, and you can use the command man grep to check for every flags on grep that can be useful in text manipulation. The man grep is the manual for grep, for the grep command. So basically I'm going to do this now. I'm trying to get what lines that include wala. I'm looking for wala, so I'm using grep to fish out wala. So if I do this and I shift, then I enter. So it's going to, this now it has brought out all the lines that have Wala on it because I used the grep command. So you can check man grep for other grep flags. Obviously, I can't do all those because we have limited time. Then another command is awk. It is used for text processing or scanning or pattern scanning. For example, this now, I think this is column one, column two. Let me just do it. Then cat word list. Sorry, word list dot txt. Then right do and I might not necessarily have to use grep in this one because I just want to show us how the awk command works. So I'll just do awk, then this, sorry, then open the brackets here and print. Then you use the dollar sign for awk $1. Sorry, let me just put this here real quick. This sign here. Then print $1, then close the brackets, then put the sign back. Then if I do that, because this file contains only one column, which is just the email, it's going to print out. See, okay, for this is printing out the only the first column here because I used $1. If I wanted to print the second column, if it had the second column and I wanted to print a second column, I'll just use $2. If I use $2, it's going to print out everything on the column 2. And um, this one is an important one. If you are counting from the back and you're using the awk command, you can just do print nf. If you're counting from the back, for example, print nf, then $-1. You use minus if you're counting from the back. And in cases where you can count from the back, in case the columns of the file, the lines of the file are not the same, the columns are not the same. So you can just count from the back, then you'll be able to get to the column you're looking for and use the nf for awk. Then another command that I learned is sort. So basically, if I just do cat, sort is used to sort lines of text files. Sort lines or just sort lines of text files. Cat word list dot txt, and I just do sort. It's just going to sort everything accordingly. For example, now, if you look at the first letters of all this that I brought out, starting from the first one, okay, numbers, then they went to this. This is letter A, B, C, D, E. Basically, this sort is arranging them for me. It's arranging them, see, E, F, G. I'm looking at the first letters on each line. I, J. So that's what the sort command does. Basically sorts lines of text files to sort them out for you. Then if unique is used to report or omit repeated lines. If I do cat word list dot txt, sorry, that's comma dot txt, and I do unique. Sort to give us. Then if I do unique, then that's basically sorted lines. That's sorted lines and it has reported all the lines in the file. It has reported them back to me. But and note, we can combine all those commands to get a particular information. Yes, we can combine all those commands. For example, let me just combine two commands so you can see. Cat word list dot txt. Then I can do grep first. Maybe I can grep. If there's anything like Gmail, okay, there's Gmail in the file. Grep Gmail. Well, grep Gmail. Then I can just do sorts. So it's basically sort the Gmail for me accordingly. For example, this is it. These are all the um lines that have Gmail in them, but it sorts them accordingly. If you want to confirm, you can look from the first letter. You see that it's accordingly. AIJKMO accordingly. Then word C, I mean sorry, WC, that's basically word counts. Like it counts the lines in a particular file. That's what counts. Let me give you an example. For example, now, if I want to count this Gmail numbers now that I just did, instead of going to the stressful way of just maybe looking at them and pointing out to them, because there can be a large file that can include thousands of characters that you might need to count. So instead of just going to that stressful way, excuse me, and just do this, if I run this command, word list .txt, then I grep I Gmail that I just did there. Just look at me, look at what I'm doing. Then I grep Gmail and I close it. And I use word count. To check for different flags on word count, you can run the manual for word count. It's just man. The command is man, man, small letter, then space WC. It will give you all the necessary information on word count and the flag. So if I do this, that's basically counted this for me and giving me the answer. That's basically what word count does. And moving on to searching with find in Linux. So set it is used to basically locate files or locate specific content inside the file. For example, I'm searching my home Kali direction now. I can just want to find. If I do type F, so it's basically going to search for a file in this directory and input it, bring it out for me, for example. So basically that command I just ran has brought out all the files for me in my home Kali directory, and it's actually a lot. It's a lot. So to cut it down, because this is a whole lot. Like if I want to cut it down, maybe find another type of. If I just do find type D. It will just bring out all the directories on this um my system. That's for D. Find type D. Then it's still a lot. If I just, for example, if I want to narrow down this, I can just do find. I'm looking for a file, but I'm going to add something to it, and I'm going to see that real quick. Find type F, then if I do just space, and I do this size, and if I do maybe plus so real quick, plus 100, plus 100 sorry, caps. So this is, sorry, okay, I don't think I have that amount there, but let me just reduce it so you can see what I'm talking about. Type F, let me just size. Okay, let me do plus 5 I should have that. Plus 5 So yes, I have that. So this is just like finding files that are more than 5 MB. It's not more than 5 MB. So this are basically the files more than 5 MB. Then I can also run that command like I can find files that were modified in the last maybe few days or 1 hour. I can just use find type F, then I'll just M time. That's modified time. M time, then the day, maybe a day or two. I'll just put +2. And if I'm looking at 2 days back, I'll put -2. I can do that for if I want to get the access time too. I'll just do find type F, then this again 8 time instead of M time. I'll just do 8 time, and maybe 2 days ago I'll put -2 days. Or if I want to search for the ones today, I can, on the one in the last 24 hours, I can just put 24 hours instead of 1 day. I can put 24 there. So that's how it works basically. Then moving on to network services. Moving on to network services. Basically, I'm going to show you how to start a service. Sorry, that wasn't. I'll show you how to start a service in network services. Okay, I will just show you that the service has not been started using service um status on. So I'm going to start this particular service, Apache 2. I think we all saw that. Let me just go back to it. If a service is started, it is this time is going to change to plus. So I'm going to start a service now, and we're going to see the difference between that now. So if I do service, okay, I can because you need to start a service, you have to be a sudo user. So I'll just do sudo So you have to, yeah, you have to be a sudo. You have to change user using sudo service Apache to start. It's going to ask for my authentication. Then I input my password. Then after I input my password, give it a minute. Then to confirm the service, instead of just using this long way method of checking it, I can just do service. Then this Apache 2 status. It's going to give me say active and running because I just started it now. So it's giving me active and running. So it means the server is active and running. So to monitor this service in log and in real time, I'll show you that real quick. But first, to monitor in log, navigate to the log file. That's var log. Navigate. Then you can ls. Then for Apache 2, we're going to find the log file for Apache 2. And that's access.log.1. So if I do scat access, sorry, it's auth.log, sorry, my bad. That's scat auth.log. So it's basically showing me everything on Apache 2, but this is the monitoring. See it now. See here, Apache 2 starts. But this is me um monitoring it in log file. But if I want to monitor it in real time, okay, monitor how people are entering the service and leaving, or maybe look for any malicious or suspicious activities on it. I'll just do tail -f auth dot log. Tail -f auth dot log is basically monitoring this in real time. So let me just suspend that real quick. We still have a lot to do. Then clear my screen. Then after that, we move to permissions. So let me see the back so you can take me back. So clear my screen. So permissions, what are permissions? They are basically what is given to a file, and there are three: read, write, and execute. Read is R, write is W, and execute is X. So to check the permissions on my system now, I can just do ls -l and enter. So basically, I'm going to pick one out of this. This means read and write, read and write, read, read, write. Let me look for that one. Read, write, execute, read and execute, read and execute. So I'm going to um, navigate to a file now. For example, if I do ls-l word list txt, I'm going to get the permission and I'm going to change the permission of this file. Just using this command real quick to check the permission so that I can see that permission is going to be different. Word list .txt. So using the chmod command, I can basically change this. Let me show you how to do that real quick. So when I run this command, mod, then I put the, now for example, read write execute is 7. So I just put 777 because read write execute is 7. Then I do word list .txt. Enter that. Then I do ls now to check. So we'll see the difference real quick. Now word list .txt. So basically, I've changed permissions from this to this. So that I'll change permissions on if you want to change the group, you use chgrp, change the user chown. So that's all about permission. Then we'll move to bash script. So bash script, let me just navigate to my Genie. Yes. So I'm going to just look for, I have some codes I've written. I would look for the simple ones and explain it to us. Let me just open. So let me just look for a simple one. Okay, I think this should have something in it. Okay, it doesn't have anything in it. Let me look for that one instead of just writing because we don't have time. Let me see another one. Bash dot sh one main dot sh. Okay. This should have something. Okay, this is not. This is the wrong one. Just trying to look for. This should be. Okay, let me see this. Okay, so yes, this is what I'm looking for. So this is just the basic, very basic scripts, very basic scripts here. So let me just run this so you can see. Just do bash. I will explain that real quick. Let me just run it. Bash name.sh dot sh. Sorry, there has to be a dollar sign here. So let me put the dollar sign, then save, then let me run it. Sorry, Control S, then run it on the terminal here. So if I write what's my name and I put Michael and I press enter, it will read my name is Michael. So this is just a simple bash script which is echoing hello, what is my name, read name, and this is an internal terminal, an internal variable, sorry, because this dollar is here and the echo is going to read out the name I put. If I don't put the dollar sign here, the echo is not going to read out anything. It's basically going to give me an error. That is for this code. This is your echo is used to read out what I put here. Echo is used to read out. I can also use printf. We'll get there real quick. So let me open another one. Think this should, okay, let me see. Okay, this is a more complex one, but I'll break it down for us real quick. So let me just clear my screen on the terminal. Okay. This code basically is a bash script. Then starting from here, we are creating a function, and we're using echo to print out all this. We're inputting here. Echo is going to print it out on our terminal. Then we're going to display. This option is display system information, and this is an external variable because we're inputting. I'm sorry, this is a terminal variable because I'm inputting terminal commands into this code. Then I created a function for system information. I created a function for geolookup. I created a function for the wheels data. I created a function for main, and here is a while true, is a while loop. But while true loop, when it's true here, it means an infinite loop. Then this is what I was talking about earlier. Instead of putting echo here, maybe I can put like a more advanced way of doing it, like a more professional and advanced way of doing that. Then I'll just do case. This is a case statement here. Case can be used instead of if. They are basically like the same, but they are not the same. Let me explain. For if I can only run one condition at a time, one condition at a time, one condition at a time. But if I'm using case, I can run multiple conditions at a time. For example, see like this is like four conditions that I run at a time. And I can run it at a time without having any issue and without making my code look so much ambiguous. While case can just simplify them for me and to make it look more presentable and then cut time to reduce time for me. So let me just hash. I'm about to run this menu dot sh. So okay, there's a mistake here. Line 2. Okay, for example, if you have an issue like this, you can just create a new, let me create a new to debug it. To debug the code, you just create a new, then you can just copy and paste to check if there's anything wrong with your code actually. So, for example, I'm just going to copy this and put it here. Then, this is very important. Before you start your code, um, you have to do this hash, then bin bash. So basically, I've copied what I need to copy here. Sorry, this is not complete. I'm sorry. With this, the exclamation mark has to be there. Sorry, the exclamation mark has to be there. Then remove this. So that is it. Sorry, sorry. This has to be there. Then it's not showing anything because it has not been saved. So if I want to save Control S untitled, I can just put test. I'm testing it. Just put test.sh if it has not been, if there's no other file like that. So, but yes, so if I run it, I didn't change anything. It's the same command, but I put it in another place to just to debug it. And I use bash test. Oh, sh. Sorry, what is it saying? Okay, let me just cut this off. And let me just cut this. Let me just remove this and just do this part so we can actually see what's wrong with it. Okay, what is wrong with this is we did not record the function. So if I remove all this and I record this function, it should work. True menu. I'm calling the function after, then underscore menu. So by Control S, let me clear my screen, we'll try it again. Bash test sh. So yes, that was the problem. So there was no problem with this code, we just needed to debug it and we've broken it down. And this is the code here. Because obviously this is not the full code, so if I input anything, it's not going to give me. But this is the full code here. So when this show menu function, it was created, and if you noticed, we didn't see it until down part, it was recalled here. If it wasn't recalled, the code cannot function because we just called the function, we haven't called it back for it to actually close that particular side of the case. And here, case, we have to call back case 2 with a sack. That's like to close the case. And here, a function main was created for the just the main loop, and here it was closed back. So that's all for bash script. We have this statement, I already explained that. Loop, while true, infinite loop, I already explained that. Case, our case is better than if, I already explained that. And basic echo command in the bash script, I already explained that. And print read from P, I already explained that. How is better than echo. So the last one is okay, sorry. Yes, this is the last one. Let me clear my screen. The last one is TR. So, for example, if you want to um check for commands on TR, you can just do this. It's going to give us useful flags on TR. But TR basically is to translate or delete characters in a file. So I'm going to run some now. Let me just quit. Then I'll run a command now. Since for example, echo. Let me echo just hello world. I want to see what translate is used for now. Then I do shift C R A to Z and I close the brackets. Yes, okay. So then I close it, sorry. And I do it. Sorry, I didn't skip another one. So now I do A, A sorry, caps A to Z. Then I close it. Then I run. Oh, what is this saying? So apparent is meant to give us the answer. Let's look at what it's saying. Echo hello world. Two. Okay, said two strings must be given. So basically, let me just put space between the hello and the world. That should solve our problem here. Hello, the echo, sorry, echo, hello, world. So I've given them space. And let me make one. Yes, let me just do it like that. Because that's asking for two strings. We've done it like that. Then we'll try that again. CR, HZ. Yeah, I just want us to see what it's going to do before I actually explain the what is used for, what this particular TR command is used for. So Z. Yeah. Send the same thing again. What is wrong? Two missing operands after HZ. These two strings must be given when translating. Okay, let's try this. Who? Hello. Hello. Just trying to do another one. One, two, three. World. Then I do. Um, sorry, I didn't close my brackets. Then I try to translate this F and D. I'll explain what this is used for then. 0 to 9. This should make sense. Exactly. So I don't know what is wrong with this, but this here is this command, this trfmd is delete, and this root 9 means all digits in this string. So when I ran the command, this tr deleted the 1, 2, 3. Those are basically the digits in this string. It deleted it and it gave him back only the words. So this should have worked, but I don't know. I'll check it later. But this echo hello world, this is basically changing these small letters to capital letters. That's what it's meant to do. But this, so for more clarification, do man CR, you look at everything. iPhone C, complement, iPhone D, delete, iPhone S, squeeze, and iPhone C, truncate, and version. Thank you so much, and thank you for everything. So, so, see you later. Thank you.